What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 2 of the Final Fantasy V extravaganza. I told you we're going to get through this game, so we're going to get through this game. I'm making it my personal mission. So we're beginning where we left off yesterday against this Garula character. Am I people healed? They are not. Let's go beat him up. Hey review group, what's up? How you doing tonight? Welcome to Final Fantasy V. If you missed us yesterday, we began our journey. Today, we continue. Hey review group, always good to see you, man. Always good. Time is a hot commodity these days, and I'm thankful for any time you can spend here. Yeah, this is the game that really brought the job system into the spotlight. It's often overlooked by its the two games around it, 4 and 6, which are both better games. But 5 has like the systems and mechanics, man. It's got the job classes. It's a big deal. Review group, you should be able to see. Oh yeah, it's frozen on my screen too. That's bizarre. Wait, hang on. Okay, I reloaded the stream and it worked. Man, mine was frozen too. That was super weird. Wait, now it's doing it again. Hold up, something's goofy. It's good now? Is it good now? No? Yeah, yes. It freezes whenever I go back to the game. This is super weird. I'll tell you what, let me restart the game windowed or full something. Let me change an option here. This is super weird, like whenever I switch back to the game, it freezes on the stream. And unfortunately, I'm in a story segment now, so I have to get through it before I can quit out. It's extremely unfortunate timing. But I will fix it as soon as possible here. Okay, I quick saved it. Now we're gonna reload the game with some different settings. What a weird thing. I guess I'll try it windowed. It's so weird, we didn't have this problem yesterday. Okay, it appears to be working windowed. Thank God we fixed it. I'll be right back. I'm actually really upset about that because that means you guys didn't get to see the fight against that boss, which we died like 30 times on yesterday. And we're getting more job classes here. Red Mage, Berserker, Summoner. Oh, that's one of my faves. Mystic Knight. And Time Mage. A lot of new classes to explore. Everything's working now though, right? Like the screen looks good or something? Or does it look weird because it's windowed? I'll try and full screen it again. Let's get out of here though first. Because it's got like a window bar on it now, which is not ideal. Oh, sure, if you haven't heard me talk about that already, I think it's absolute garbage. I hate it. We talked about that a lot yesterday. But I'm always happy to talk about it more. It's actually why I'm playing 5 instead of one of my favorites, like 4. Because I can't stand what they did to my, you know, look how they massacred my boy. You know, it's not exactly the same review group, but I hear you. I get what you mean. It's in the same ballpark. I like them both, but I don't think they capture the essence, I guess, of the old FF series. They do a good attempt, good attempts. A noble sacrifice by our dragon companion. And now, we are stranded here on a strange land. I know, but they should give him better, but oh no, I guess we're not stranded at all. Okay, let's try to get this thing full screen. It's gonna be really loud when it loads because this thing's so stupid, like, because it's a mobile port. That'll go away in a moment. Oh my god, it's stuck. I guess I can only run it windowed. That's so weird. It was working just fine yesterday. What in the world? Lame. I cannot for the life of me figure out why that would be. Alright, whatever. I know they do review group. I know they do, believe me. But now there's like that white bar at the bottom of the screen. That sucks. Berserker. This one's always fun. This is sort of the inspiration for Umaro from Final Fantasy VI. My favorite FF is Final Fantasy. That comes up every night too, review group, and it's 4. 4 is my favorite. Best I can do for him is a dagger right now. I should probably go to town before I make all these class changes, but hey, we're rolling with it. 4, yeah, I do love 4. And it's not just because of the story. The story is solid, the story is very traditional, just like most FFs, you know? It's straightforward-ish. What else to do for my class changes? What makes 4 is amazing. 4 has incredible bosses, incredible levels, incredible music, good characters, fantastic dungeons. What version should you get? That's a good question. What is this? Definitely not the one on Steam with the updated picture graphics. Updated, I use very loosely. So not that one. I mean, I'm a sucker for the original myself, but it has been remade a few times. Now, where are we now? Blazing new trails across the land in the meteor. How did I only buy one summon? That's my take on FF7. It's a good game. It's not the craziest game I've ever made, like a lot of people think it is. I like it a lot. I played the hell out of it back in the day. Like, I played it a ton. Like, I did Emerald Weapon, Ruby Weapon, all that stuff. Knights of the Round, you name it. I played that game to extreme completion. And I loved it, obviously. It was a turning point for, I think, not only RPGs and Final Fantasy, but for also the industry itself. Definitely a defining game of a new generation. It was mind-blowing back then, yes. Absolutely. This game? No, this game wasn't mind-blowing back then. Final Fantasy 4 and 6 were, though. This one was kind of largely ignored in America, for obvious reasons. Oh, that's a lot of damage for a dagger. The Zerker's no joke. Of course, you can't stop it from attacking them, so if it's an enemy that hits back or something, you have no control over the scenario, which is rough in this game. What was mind-blowing at 6? 6 was... I think 6 was when people finally realized... I'm gonna generalize a little bit, but... I mean, there has been many papers written on this topic, but... I think it was one of the first times that you saw that, not only did it have incredible ingenuity in character mechanics, like playing a street fighting game when you were controlling Sabin or whatever, to, like, Edgar's weird, like, tools. Everybody had really, really clearly defined abilities that were really interesting to dig into if you wanted to. You could dig into any of those characters or classes that you wanted to. And they all have, like Realm and her, like, dream painting and all that crazy stuff. Like, that was all incredibly revolutionary. And it also, I think, for one of the first times, introduced the sort of the thing of consequence in an RPG, you know? Your decisions have legit impact on the story. Hey, I'm buying stuff here. What are you doing? The World of Ruin section was shocking. Yeah, you know, at the time, it doesn't seem so shocking now, right? Because we've had so many games since then. But at that time, I don't think it was completely revolutionary, because even 4 did that same thing a little bit. But it was, of course, yeah, it's always interesting to have, like, the scenario where all of a sudden you don't have any of your characters, they could be dead, you don't know where they are, they're all lost across this... The game has essentially restarted at that point. I do like Kefka as a villain. I like old Kefka as a villain, not the Kefka they've turned him into now, where he's basically like the Joker at this point, in his modern incarnations. But I have never liked redemptive villains. I always like villains who are literally bad guys. I don't really care for redemption arcs. Nobody understands. Nowadays, villains have to be, like, multifaceted, you know. They've got reasons, they have a different way of seeing the world. It's all, you know, morally gray decision-making. It's like, that's not really, you know, like, just a bad guy, you know? We can still have those. For those of you who don't know what's happening, we got locked up because they saw us come out of the meteor. It's not really that interesting. But we have Sid here, who's in like pretty much every Final Fantasy game. I think Sephiroth did a... Again, 7's presentation at the time, I think, was earth-shattering. Even people who didn't play RPGs before that, who didn't know what a Final Fantasy game was, because it was so graphically amazing at the time. I know you look at it now and you're like, wow, what the hell is this? But at the time, it was so insanely revolutionary that it got everybody on board, even people who didn't like RPGs. I think, you know, Review Group, I think if they're going to remake a masterpiece like 7, you know, a game that most people would consider like, you know, completely, you know, game of all time, it's in contention for that, you know, people always put it there. I don't. I think it's a very good game, but it's not like, you know, it's not in my top 10 or anything. How do I feel with them changing things around? Go for it. Just make sure it's good, because you only get one chance to remake a game like that. And if you F it up, it's forever. No, I haven't. Review Group, I'm saving my playthrough for the... I want to go in blind. Completely blind. I don't like that either. You know, there's a lot of things I don't like about the whole, like, the whole thing, including that. I absolutely despise that, but if it lets them get it done, you know, go for it, whatever. Do what you gotta do. But I hate episodic content, so... I'm wandering around the castle. I'm assuming the thing you always in these games is you have to go talk to the king, so I'm assuming that's what I gotta do. Yeah, I know. It's like, how do you carry your crew over? You know, it's a whole weird thing, but those are waters they've chosen to navigate rather than have a game that might never come out. I understand that, you know? If they didn't start putting it in chunks and breaking it up and getting content out the door, the game would probably never come out. You know, it'd take like 10, 15 years to get... I get it. I understand why they made the decision. You gotta make milestones when developing a game. You gotta get X things done, otherwise it'll just keep getting... Especially over there, as we've seen with other games, like... They will tinker with it till it never comes out, so... At the end of the day, you gotta release a game. We got some big spells here. Oh, black magic, no summons. Damn, I only bought that one summon spell earlier. I need to go back to that town. Oh no, here we go. Here's some time magic. I don't really have a time mage yet, but we're gonna get one. Time magic is really, really hot. That's right, Review Group. That's usually a turning point for sure. However, no summoning magic in this town, and I have 2 summoners. This is a big problem. This game encourages you to get... This is one of the first Final Fantasies that really lets you get creative. Not nearly as much as, you know, some of the later games, but this was the one where they really, you know, started doing... Starting really getting into the job system in earnest, one that would eventually become, like, you know, one of the tactics and everything else. Alright, we do need to get some summon spells, but I don't know when I'm going to get to an opportunity for that. But at least my casters have worked up their other job disciplines a little bit, so... Now we need to figure out where to go. That might be the most challenging part here. Oh! It was really easy, actually. You know, if I have not played the PSP version review group, it's probably amazing, though. Generally, the PSP stuff was pretty damn good. Like, the Final Fantasy 1 is also one of my favorites. That one feels its age a little more. It's, But I always loved the fact that that was, like, one of the first games that you could pick your classes. And play with them the whole game. It was up to you. 4 red mages, 4 white mages, 4 black mages, 4 monks. You could make whatever kind of comp you wanted. And back then, I mean, that was the same time, like, Dragon Warrior came out, where there was no choice. You were just a dude with a sword. You're not the only one. We'll see how that one turns out. I don't want to prejudge games. What kind of... What the hell? There's stuff down here? I don't know what to think about that one. Review group. We need to get him out of monk form. Monk is not doing it for him anymore. I think I'll make him a Mystic Knight, but we'll have to get back to town before we can do that, because I need weapons for him. She didn't learn the summons yet. Ugh. Bahamut, because it is. I don't know, like, maybe not underrated to you, but believe me, among the community at large, it absolutely is. And I don't mean hardcore Final Fantasy fans, I mean people who have played, like, you know, 7, 4, 6, 1, maybe 10, 10, 2, 13, 12. You know, open world is a big basket, review group, and I think people are going to start trying cool stuff with it. I think people are. It's time to take some chances with open world games, and I think that'll be interesting when people start doing it. There's so much that you can do with the concept of open world that hasn't been explored, and I can't wait to see how it does tackle it. I think all that stuff's getting saved till next gen, which this would be a cross-gen, next-gen title, yes. I think we're gonna need to switch back to, like, black magic and white magic until we get a couple more levels up. Job levels, that is. Oh man, a blind berserker is like the worst. He's just gonna sit there and swing at nothing. Well, review group, I don't know anything about that game, but I'm sure it'll be interesting. I'm sure we'll all be very impressed. I don't have any eye drops, huh? This could be a big problem if there's actually like a boss in this stage. MWEX, what's up? How you doing tonight? Welcome back to the party. The Final Fantasy V party. We've got a blind berserker in the mix. He has been swinging at nothing. I've got two summoners that have no reason being summoners right now because I don't even have good summon magic, but that's where we're at. So I'm gonna just change their jobs right now. We'll have to get to the summoning magic after we fight a town that has some summons for us. Oh my god, what is happening here? We got pipes and elevator puzzles. Man, this is getting complicated. Nah, MWAX, I said we're gonna get through this game, so we're gonna get through this game. There's always time for Warzone. It ain't going anywhere. Alright, I'm really glad I changed to magic, since it doesn't appear to hurt them at all. That's good. And we got a blind guy. This is great. Alright, ice hurts him. That's good. That's good. Oh, we got another blind person. This is wonderful. Everyone is blind. Alright, so we got level 3 black magic, so now I can transfer it freely. And to zeroed out her MP, so we better find a tent location quick. Got a random question. Is there any reason to play Half-Life 1? Sure. That sort of falls into the historical category for me. A great game. At the time, absolutely absurd, like the impact that had on all of us PC gamers. Really mind-blowing stuff back then. If you're gonna play 2, play 1 before 2. 2 is really, really good. I think it holds up today, even. Not entirely, obviously, but to some extent, which can't be said for a whole lot of games. Yeah, Half-Life 2 is rock solid. Eurogaming, good to see you. Also, review embargo is down for Neo 2 now, so I can talk about that at last, which is pretty awesome. I did! You saw the score! That's all everyone. That's all anybody ever looks at, Review Group. And I'll be talking about it at length over the course of the week, by the way. At GI, so don't miss that. I mean, I don't know, the review is... There's a lot to talk about with that game. Not a lot of space to do it sometimes. Sometimes you gotta get scrappy. I think I hit the points that need to be addressed, though. That's alright. I know that, honestly, nobody reads reviews, right? You look at the score, and that's good enough. I hear you. What? What in the world is this? Well, Review Group, I don't think I agree with that entirely. They definitely use a lot of Neo 1, but they do add a substantial amount of stuff. I mean, yeah, if you're not into that, then... If you like Neo, you like Neo 2. There it is in a sentence. A hot sentence. How do I get over there? I'm gonna wander this lands forever trying to figure this out, aren't I? Oh yeah, I don't know if it's that kind of jumper group. They definitely lean into the systems that are there. Man, I'm screwing something up. Whatever, free XP, man, free XP. I mean, there's definitely some QOL improvements that I think are important for that kind of game. What am I doing wrong? We're gonna be in this puzzle all night. I've got a hankering for Ori. You might even see, I might stream some of that. But, I want to do Final Fantasy V, and we got Path of Exile, I'm going to be playing a lot of that this weekend. So if you want to see, like, the new League experience, come hang out. Yeah, me too. That's why I'm looking forward to the second one. How do I move that dumb platform there? We'll get it by sheer accident. We'll just keep flipping switches. Besides, free XP! You know, that's what I always say. I saw it. I don't really ever believe any of those viral reactions. They're totally, like, created to get an effect. I think that's the society we live in, right? You want to be popular on Twitter, whatever. Just go break your PlayStation. And you get all these people, check out this reaction. First it goes to Reddit, and then all the news outlets will write it up. Did you see what this PlayStation fan did? It's crazy! And of course that just inspires more people to do it for attention next time. Really? Where'd you hear that? I haven't heard that, but I've obviously made my own predictions about that. Very publicly. Just read what? What is going on? What did I miss? Is there news? That is not a news outlet, that's a forum. What's their source? Here we go, we got it. Oh, this boss is probably really hard. Any boss you fight in a boiler room is gonna be tough. Okay. Well, I would not be surprised in the slightest if that does happen. Like I said, I predicted that a long time ago, actually. I mean, yeah, game. Like I said, I've gone on the record predicting that for quite some time. It has to happen. Oh crap, so here we got one of these bosses that does things, and if you hit them and they kill you. And we have a Berserker in the group, so that's a really bad thing. Oh god, there's fire everywhere. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Blizzara does some mad damage, though. Okay, what is this? The hand. Bosses in this game are no joke if you let them, like, mess with you. I am, just because I got so much shit for it, yeah. It's not actually something I'm happy to be right about, but when everybody comes at you and is like, STFU, you know, lots of stuff that I can't repeat here. There's some vindication there. It's not like, not vindication you want, though, by the way. It's not like, oh yeah, I told you that this crazy virus was gonna make all of the fun stuff we get to do this year go away. And, like, you know, cause a national epidemic. Haha, gotcha, told you so. It's not like that. It's very disappointing, actually. Now, see, review group, that is something you can extrapolate from this. Is what if the big guys do their events digitally this time, and they see that they have even more engagement, perhaps, than they would get at an E3 show. You know, I don't know if E3 would go away, even if they see the same results. Obviously, that's like millions of dollars saved. But at the same time, E3 was not a consumer-oriented show for so long. I don't know. I don't know. I see the potential there, certainly. I see the potential concern. You save millions of dollars, you control the messaging. A lot of advantages. But of course, they'll have to scour their analytical data after that and see, you know, check all that stuff. Now, hang on, review group. Hang on now. Slow down. Nintendo did make the move to do the Direct. That obviously gives them complete control of the message, you can't screw up a demo, there's no gaffes on stage, etc., but they still have or according to what is being said in chat right now, they still had an immense presence at the show. They always had the crazy big booth, interactive experience, yada yada yada. So they were at E3 despite the press conference being a digital experience. This is much different. I don't know what's going on in the game, but we killed like a fire, and then like a werewolf showed up. If E3 gets cancelled, Jesus. Yeah, review group, it's always fun at E3. E3 generally a more professional, older crowd, but when you see the people just running for the Zelda booth, that's heartwarming as a gamer, I guess. Watch a 50-year-old man break into a sprint trying to get there. It's pretty fun. Those are the kind of things that, you know, that really, you know, make gaming special. It's an industry that's certainly not lacking for passion. What is the worst part of E3 for you? E3 is incredible. I always, when I was just a starry-eyed kid X years ago, I forgot when my first E3 was, 10 plus years ago. The E3 was always the, Norris, I told you we're finishing this game. E3 was always sort of like the Holy Grail, you know, everyone wants to go, everybody getting into the industry always wants to make their way to E3. I don't know what the worst part would be. That's a tough question. It's very busy. It can be exhausting. Trying to get everything scheduled and handle all the meetings on top of that can be an incredibly busy, and it's a week long, you know, and longer. I'm sure I'm not allowed to talk about policy on that, Norse, but as of right now, no. So I have a timer right now. So forgive me if I'm not chatty. I have to get out of here in 10 minutes? That's weird. It's the 10-minute clock, you can't see it, is in the corner where my face is. I'm assuming I have to get out of the castle in that period of time. Yeah, Norse, we do not yet have that mandate. Obviously, plans have been discussed. Oh god, the clock keeps going in combat, too! I wish you guys could see the clock. Maybe I should move my face. Oh, you think it smells bad at E3? Nah, E3's never smelled bad. You want to get a bad smell, go to Gamescom. I do have learning on my Berserker, so he should learn it when he uses it. You gotta be kidding me. A trap chest. Oh, dude, Gamescom is gaming conventions personified. Wall-to-wall people. And yes, it is stanky. Like, by far the biggest... I did, Lorezer, thank you. That's a good spell. Tell you more. Well, it's like being at a... Think of the most packed concert you've ever been to and multiply it by, like, 100. Standing room only. There is more people at that show than any other. It is just absolutely gobsmacked with the sheer mass of people. Is this the boss? I don't think it's the boss. It's just because it's because of the numbers review group. It is like, I mean, packed. Like, essentially, it has 9 E3 halls in one location. Just giant airplane hangars full of people. He's monologuing. Oh, it's Ironclaw. Uh-oh. Do you get irritated with busy places? No, it's all part of the thing. But you gotta understand, this is on another level. Gamescom is on another level. Generally, I revel in those kind of environments. Like, I love PAX. I love busy cons. That's a general rule. Wait, that was the boss? No, that wasn't the boss. Did I kill him and not learn his move? Oh man, that's not good. He didn't do anything! I know, right? That's, how can... This game is not known for pushover bosses either. That's a weird one. But I guess since they had me on a timer, it's kind of fair, you know. Actually, no, I'm just so beast, okay? Let's use that argument. I'm just mad beast. Oh, are we getting some crystals here? We're getting some crystals here. Alright, new jobs. New jobs. Beastmaster, that sounds fun. Geomancer, that one's fun. That one does different stuff based on like the terrain you're fighting on, which is super cool. Ninja! Oh man, we got a big... This is a good batch. You notice we unlocked the world map while we were in there. So now when we're on the world map, we get to, in the top left, we actually get to see the world, which is really handy. Means we're probably going to start doing some map navigation. Oh man, Beastmaster. Is this good? I forget if this is good. Geomancer. Geomancer's really fun. You get to use these bells. I don't remember which of the good classes. Ninjas are always good though, right? 2 weapons at once. Gonna have to get him something better than daggers though. I mean, Geomancer's awesome. I actually like Geomancer for Geomancy, which is unusual, I know. Forget if these guys are good. Anyway, yeah, there's no doubt Gamescom's gonna get canceled too. I mean, well, it depends. Depends, right? Like, depends how the year goes. Everybody wants to be optimistic right now. Yeah, I don't buy that review group. We'll see. We can all hope. Yeah, it does, you know. I get it. It's nothing people want to talk about. It's nasty stuff. Well, that's great, Disturb. Thanks for reading, and thanks for being here as always. Yeah, review group. It sounds absolutely terrifying. Absolute, like, nightmare world, and, I don't know. I like to keep thinking that hopefully that won't be us in a week or two. Just gonna stay inside and play games and wish for the best, right? you know, in the end, review group, sure. I'm not gonna sit here and say the apocalypse is upon us, but FB, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you. You know, that's right, Low Reser. That's right. Oh, what did he tell me to do? Oh boy, I didn't listen. Ah, the wall blocking off the Library of the Ancients. There we go. It's cool. Hey, I talked to the people in town. I got it. Big fan of SMT? Yeah, absolutely. I've talked about it at length. When I try to sell people on it, I'm like, yo, you want a hardcore, dark Pokemon game? That's SMT. I mean, obviously, it's way more in-depth than that, but that's generally how I get people to look at it. I can't wait to see if we ever get one on the Switch like we were hinted at so many years ago. Haven't heard anything since about that, have we? Ooh. The famed zoo. They really do. You know, Revigor Moils? Wait, what the hell is this? Oh, it looks like I took a wrong turn. I hope I saved. This is definitely... This is not the way we go, apparently. I can't wait, review group. No, you know, Bosby, we decided to go with the default names for all characters in this one. Just to make it a easier viewing experience, so people knew which characters were which. Man, I actually had to weaken him and catch him like Pokemon? Man, this is astonishing for its time. We're gonna stay off desert tiles. I have a feeling we're never gonna catch anything with that catch ability. But we'll keep trying it. Alright, so this is a dungeon. Maybe we can make it to that town. You think we can make it all the way down there to that town? This might be a really bad idea. I'm guessing since we have to go through the desert, we will never make it to that town. That's good to know, Low Reser. Yeah, Library's great. I think we fight Ifrit, right? He's the boss. Get a summon spell. There's all these like demon books and stuff. I remember that dungeon. Not too well, but I remember it. Library of the Ancients it is. See, Geomancer's a mad pro. What? Okay, apparently did not find the healer. That's a zesty hit. I think this is where they just randomly stuffed all the assets they didn't know where to put anywhere else. It's like, whatever, we'll just put them in a book, man. We got like this weird demon guy and like this dude with a mask. Just stick them in the book. Well, they're good XP, but I'm worried I don't have the resources to get through these guys. They're pretty chunky. I got some mad chunk. Yeah, you know, it's interesting the question I asked earlier. I don't know if we're going to be enacting work from home or anything, but I imagine a lot of businesses are looking at their plans right now. God, E3 getting canceled. Who could have predicted that? Like, that is nuts. Nuts! And not confirmed, by the way, yet, right, guys? I'm off the news while I'm streaming. Maybe missing the world ending out there. Hanging out playing Final Fantasy V. There are worse ways to go. It's a little more complicated than that, but yes, yes. Many of my functions can be performed in that regard. We have some other things that I'm sure will be interesting to figure out. You know, NWAX, that's what I was... Yeah, I think we discussed that a little bit. Like, it's... I think that would be incredibly sad as well. Let's not freak out just yet. Even if it does go away for like a year, who knows? It doesn't mean it's gone forever. I think, that's too much of an assumption, I think. Wow, that really hurt. Everyone's favorite summon, Ifrit. I think he's in 99% of the Final Fantasies. Oh no, he froze my... Oh boy, this is a problem. That's a problem. You know, Loreza, I noticed that. Yeah, they are very short, but they have big dudes in them. I kind of like that structure. Some of the Final Fantasies really wear out their welcomes with dungeon structure. At least they're like quick and they got like a grind spot if you want it. If you don't want it, you don't have to do it. Okay. We gotta stop doing that. I guess we can't use Geomancy on this guy, because it just confuses him and then he fires himself and cures himself. And the Sonic Boom never hits him. Geomancer, of all of its value, robbed in this particular area. Maybe we'll see some. You know what? I wouldn't count on it, Review Group, but I think everybody's holding back. Now we're gonna see, like, with this whole if E3 gets canceled, then everybody's gonna have to realign their strategy for information releases. Obviously, we'll still get that dump around the same time period, but without the show there, that changes some elements. If and when it does get canceled. Obviously, the bulk of the news will still be at that time period. MWAX, I'm sure we'll see another one of those someday. I wouldn't miss it too much. You've always wanted to go since you were little. Yeah, I mean, I did too. When I was growing up, E3 was the goal, which is how I got here. Don't freak out about it too much. If E3 goes away... Okay, it's way too early to start saying E3 is going away, okay? If this show gets cancelled, which I think is far more likely, then it might even be a good thing for them to, like, figure out what the hell E3 is going to be next time around. So in an extremely messed up way, in a really roundabout way, theoretically it could save the show instead of being big just a disappointment for not being there this year. We all love Paper Mario, MWAX. We got Ifrit now. Yeah, review group, that, Level 5 death. What? Literal cheater spells happening right here. I gotta watch out for that guy. Drilly Vulture, thank you so much for being here. We are hearing all kinds of crazy rumors come down the pipe tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for a sub. 13 months. I appreciate it like you wouldn't believe, sir. Thank you. And welcome. Well, review group, yeah, the issue there is it takes an extremely long planning cycle for these shows. And not to mention, now is not the time to be hosting any kind of... I mean, if you already schedule it, if you've already got something scheduled and locked in, then yeah, you're in a different position, but if... Now's not the time to try to start a new show in the current climate. So be like, hey, you know what, you know, so it's a quarantine zone, but come on down. Well, that's great, Julie. Well, then welcome. You're gonna guess this is one of the more underrated titles. Not bad titles, underrated. This one was, this one basically should get all the credit for the development that happened for the job system. This was it. This was the game that did it all. Many later Final Fantasies implemented job systems in various ways. This one was the revolution. Not the inception, but the revolution. It doesn't get as much credit because it's between two other, like, incredibly amazing titles in 4 and 6. So it's more easy to overlook. Yeah, you know, review group, anything... As soon, tell them to put the SMT games on PC. We'll make it happen. There is a much greater chance that I will stream a game if it's available on PC than any other platform. What the hell is this? What am I doing wrong here? Yep, Atlas dislikes money. You know, I always find that one hilarious whenever anybody says that. It's always, they dislike money because they're not doing that X and Y. I assure you, these companies absolutely love money. That's what companies do. It is. No, I understand. You know, you gotta understand, review group. I get emails and all kinds of stuff all the time with that specific phrase. It's rather irksome to me at this point. You did not mean it, you know. It's used in all manner of forms, okay? So don't you worry about it, and you go right along using it, and I'll enjoy it. Wait, is this just gonna fight me every time? Wait, maybe I have to go inside here after I kill it. What about him, review group? Oh no, you know, hey, I am open to all manner of opinions and things. You know, I find myself that I think I am anyway. As long as the conversation's civil. Wow. Interesting question, review group. I don't think I've ever gotten that one before. I think I think for a lot of people it's hard to conceptualize all the moving pieces and parts of game dev that go into a game. It's easy to say, yeah, you know, this is the art, this is the music, this is the X, the Y, the Z. Seeing all those different individual components and how they interlock and intersect together as part of a one giant creation basket, I think is one of the more interesting things that you learn spending time at game studios. Seeing how, like, you know, design documents, wireframe trees, and all these things come together to make what looks something very different in the final product. It is. It's and sometimes review group, you know, and depending on the studio, there's all kinds of either there's like heavy coordination between teams or very little. Like one team does one thing, the other team takes that thing and turns it into another thing. It's so many different things going together into making one thing. It's truly fascinating. Yes, there was a part 2 of this Dungeon Level Res, something I just learned. At least they're really nice to give me a save point before every boss. Oh, Byblos. This guy's really hard, I think, as I recall. Oh boy, yeah. Wow, that's a big hit. Let's see how his friend Ifrit does. Oh yeah, From Software? Yeah. Fascinating. I never could have predicted that that place was like an 8-floor operation. Absolutely packed with peeps. Wow, one hit from Ifrit. Okay, cool. That was awesome. 10 out of 10 boss. Would fight again. The summon they give you in the same dungeon. Yes, review group. A lot of companies are like that. They don't really want to. I mean, and I don't blame them. You know, they want to keep the. I think sometimes they're afraid that if people find out how the sausage is made, they won't eat it anymore. You know. Which is better, Nioh 2 or Sekiro? Sekiro. That doesn't mean you shouldn't play Nioh 2. I enjoyed Nioh 2 quite a bit as well. And also, there's a big difference between those two games that I want to get on the table real quick, and that's like in Nioh, much more opportunities for cooperation and coordination with your friends, lots of online functions in play. None of that in Sekiro. And also in Nioh, much more being able to grind through things, get better gear, get better loot, get better skills. Sekiro, very minimal elements of that. So, both of those things should be taken into account with that assessment. Should you play Bloodborne? Yes, Bloodborne is the best game ever made. Low Reser, that's hilarious. I know, right? I don't know. It's so confusing, these ports, man. Like, just give me the 16-bit game! Review group, that, I don't know what I can say about that. It's an interesting interpretation. Certainly rivalries exist in the industry, but everybody tries to keep it professional, at least public-facing. I have no idea what that person said, but it's probably to go back to the town and talk to Sid. Friendly's good. Friendly and professional are qualities that I think a lot of people value highly. And they're not wrong to do so. We got a turtle shell. I don't know what that does, but we got it. That is absolutely correct, Review Group. It is, I would almost say inherently so, by its very nature these days. I mean, yeah, that's, I'm not going to say that's an accurate Review Group, because it's largely accurate. It's not 100% across the board, but game dev is can be a rough thing. It definitely takes, it's important you know what you're getting into, for sure, and yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's not an inaccurate assessment. But there's also a range. It's not like that across the board. Not 100%. And I think I would also argue that, you know, when you say that, you know, whenever you're talking about any cold corporate entity, human resources are exactly that. And that's not just in gaming. Dude, Numb Euphoria, I know, man. This is the one that's on Steam, okay? But I'm glad you're here. Wait, what? Where's it? Oh, why am I back down here? Back in the engine room. We gotta get out of here. I'm glad that you have a keen eye to notice such a thing, though, Numb Euphoria. That means you're definitely a gentleman or gentlewoman of taste. Dude, it's Final Fantasy Review Group. We're gonna be going to lots of crazy places. I mean, in my favorite Final Fantasy, you go to the moon, and there's a dungeon on the moon, and it's got all kinds of, like, the most epic equipment in the game, and crazy monsters. Was I not supposed to go here? Low Reser, did you lead me astray? I guess, where's Sid at? I know you didn't say anything. I know, I should have read what they told me. But now I don't know where to go. Probably to the northwest. I just got an alert on my phone right now. E3 has been canceled. I don't know if... Wow. Somebody's tracked this down. This is insane. I'm getting reports. I'm seeing reports. I don't know if it's true. I've seen reports. I got an alert. Numb Euphoria, it wasn't the first with the job system, but it was the first one that did it right. And it really set the pace for the rest of the series and the franchise. Review Group, I definitely am... I'm getting some messages right now. So Numb Euphoria, it wasn't the first, but it really was the... It was the pacemaker, let's put it that way. It was the trendsetter, the tastemaker. It created what we now know as the model for the job systems in current Final Fantasies. Well, let's forget current. For the good decade of Final Fantasies. Boom. I mean, yeah, I saw it coming too, but I take no pleasure in it. I'm actually kind of disappointed. FF or DQ? Ancient era, like the game we're playing right now, FF. Modern era, DQ. Yes, everything is going to get canceled. You're right, Grizzly. Yes, that's a broad blanket statement that is unfortunately very likely. Don't know about the second one. Don't want to extrapolate anything on that. Number Euphoria, it's a good one. This is one of the underrated ones because it was sandwiched between two of the greatest. I think 4 and 6 are both in my top 30 at very least. Games of all time. I love those games. Oh god, did anybody read that? What does he tell me to do? I didn't read it. Oh, I hate that. I hate it when I don't read things. Probably just to go to the ship. That's all he ever says. Not much of a story in this game, and that's okay, because it did revolutionary things with the job system. I mean, MWAX should have canceled 2020 2 weeks ago, and we probably wouldn't have had as many problems as we're going to have. There's my hot take on that. Yeah, I got your comment on that. And I understand where you're coming from, but I also don't think that's... I don't think that it's dead on. I don't think it's accurate at all, but it might be right for the wrong reasons. Oh man, what's happening here? I know we went to a library. We got a summoning spell out of a book, we burned the place down. Oh wait, we didn't do that last part. I'm sorry. Can anyone track down the confirmation that E3 is actually canceled? That's insane. Truly nuts. Ergamen, hey, I'm glad that you think it's a blast. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that everybody's here. If you have fun with me playing this game, man, just like, you know, tell a friend or your family or somebody. Let's get this thing kicking, you know? Let's kick off this year. I'm gonna get some more fun stuff. Gonna stream more often, and add some more fun activities and events to the stream as well. That's all in the year plan here. Ergamen, you can use names here. My God. I don't want like a Twitter. I don't want a Twitter post though. I want somebody to put it. I want somebody in writing that has said it with a statement from the ESA. Not that I don't like those sources, and I trust those sources. Whoa. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are having fun. I really am. I'm accomplishing my goals. We're having a fun evening, having a chat, playing some games. No, they may not have updated their site really, but have they released a statement? They might have released a statement to a news outlet. Wow. Okay, I guess we wait till tomorrow. Oh wow, Numb Euphoria, I don't know who you are, but I really like you. Because I've been trying to get that across forever. And nobody... If you're not in just the flu camp, then they think you're... Then they put you in the conspiracy theorist, alien apocalypse is upon us camp. And there is a medium. where a lot of shit is gonna get effed up, but it's not the end of the world. Yes. Amen to that statement. Oh, reports. Man. Reports are not facts. Did you guys know that? However, in the presence of many reports, when there's lots of smoke, there might be a fire. But then again, with this kind of like thing, could be people just going off too. I don't know. I'm not out there right now. I'm not out there on the internet, so I'm relying on you guys. Yeah, jumping the gun is really bad. Nobody likes to do that. That's bad business. This game looks so much better with the original pixels, though, I swear to God. Unbelievable. But we're getting through it. I don't care, we're doing it anyway. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a water. Don't worry, I'm not gonna run off and check the reports. I'm just gonna get a water. Well, Grizzly, I think some of that has to do with the fact that I don't think we've ever had an incident like this in our lives, really. So we don't have a proper reaction, we don't have the proper conceptualization of what this is and how to deal with it, and on so many levels. Okay, Julie. Well, I've said that stuff forever. That's nothing. Alright, the question is, where did Sid say for us to go? We've got a water ship. Oh, cool. A move called Crit. That's real. That's some Galaxy Brain stuff right there. Okay. Well, looks like the world has opened up a little bit here. Whew, boy. We are on a voyage, aren't we? Alright. I can bypass the desert and go to that town down there. That sounds like a good idea. OPEC, are you trolling me or something? Alright, no problem, OPEC. Cool comment, anyway. Philly, you know what? I'm not sure if we have all the jobs yet. No, I don't think we do. I know because at least we don't have Ranger yet or anything. I know it's a cool one. That's the one where we get to fling squirrels at people. Man, isn't this where we started the game? Oh, that sounds gonna suck, isn't it? Jekyll. Oh, let's go there anyway. Oh, review group. I laugh all the time. You just missed out on it. Yeah, Numb Euphoria, I'm aware of the Floating Fortress. There's like a secret desert fort too, where you get like the best summon, like where you get Phoenix, which is like the most OP summon ever. I don't know if that's the same Floating Fortress. But we're gonna get it. This is a full content run. No, Grizzly, there's no difference between a Prime sub and a regular sub. I appreciate all subs. And you don't need to use your debit card to do it. No, MX, they will probably not make a coronavirus DLC for Dr. Mario. That would be a PR nightmare and an extremely poor taste. You know, Lil Rezzer, that's a great question. Lots of great questions coming up. Okay, okay. That's some, you know, it's... Okay, Grizzly. Yes, Martian Gothic Unification. There is going to be a whole lot of staying alone. I mean... I am a person that likes to enjoy travel a lot, going out, doing fun things, the sights and sounds about town and museums and other fun activities. I basically went into lockdown a couple weeks back. I basically don't go anywhere but work at home now. It sucks. But that is the world we're in right now. I mean, you could do that. Like I'm just saying, like not great, not great imaging there. Oh, there's some awesome weapons here. How do I not buy something called the Ogre Killer? That's gonna come in handy, I'm sure. Shrouded by Wings, hey, what's up? How you doing? That's okay, Nump. You know, we got VODs. I usually put the full gameplay streams on YouTube as well. You'll miss out on a lot of the moment-to-moment, like one-off night stuff, but I'm trying to do better about getting the full playthroughs on YouTube for those that miss them. Yeah, killing ogres is like what we do here. Bosby, it's, like I said, it's pretty rare. Yeah, the YouTube is in the link below the stream. The Northern Caves, you say? Well, Shrouded by Wings, we're sitting here talking about E3 being potentially canceled, and a lot of rumors swirling around about that tonight, apparently. And we're playing some Final Fantasy V and having a pretty good time. I was really happy to get my Neo 2 review out and be able to talk about that game finally. We'll have some hot video content on that coming out this week over at GI. Yeah, it's a drag, for sure. If it happens. Yeah, you know, it gives you my quick thoughts about the game. If you want to hear more, we've got many more thoughts coming this week on various other channels. Alright, so we got 2 leads here. Crescent Island and a cave to the north. I think we're going to do both at some point here. Oh, this place has scary music. You know there's going to be some crazy stuff in here. The gorilla died at the beginning of the stream, Barf. Oh, that's sweet. Those Mage Mashers proc silence. That's awesome. Wait, what is this? What, those were like level 1 enemies. Am I in the right place? What's happening here? Really weird, annoying puzzle? That does not sound like something I want to do. Maybe we'll go to Crescent Island. Uh-oh. This one's gray. There's no match. No match for me. Dude, for the time period where this game was made, the animations were amazing. I don't think I want to do this puzzle. Nutkin? Their name is Nutkin? Jesus. Yeah, the Geomancer's ability are based on the terrain that you're on, which is sweet. I'm not understanding this puzzle. Oh, hey, it's the big one. I call the big one Bitey. I think we just got it randomly. That's the best way. Oh yeah, I love the Geomancer. That's the cool thing. Everybody uses different classes, right? I love Summoners, I love Geomancers, I love Rangers. I actually love Berserkers a lot too, believe it or not. Nobody likes Berserkers. Dude, everything's in 14. 14's got stuff from pretty much every game in it. One of the reasons why 14's so cool. I don't even like the ninja class so much, but you gotta unlock dual wield, you know?
get like a dual-wield Berserker going on, some massive damage. You can even take out a Silver Nutkin. Oh my god, you guys weren't kidding. Guy with the one-shot. Oh, he didn't use Cave-In. Uh-oh. Oh my god, he's gonna kill us. Exactly, Shrouded. I think that's the only way that you can go. What? This is my reward? Is there like some weird boss that spawns only on that tile? That's gotta be it, right? What's up, Low Reser? Or maybe that's just for me to save at? Maybe that's what that is? An tent? Ah, yes. Yes. I think I overthought that one. Thief, huh? I'm always a fan of mages, but Thief never does it for me. I always like to get a really nice... God, that is... Ah, crap. Oh, no. Oh, boy. I think I'm screwed now. And now he gets the cave in. Does the tent revive my guys? I hope so. I don't think we're gonna make it back outside, but... That's just a terrible enemy design. I know, Philly, I could always go back to the save. Even though it's the correct thing to do, some part about me still considers it, I don't know, uncivilized. Oh, believe me, Lorezer, I have. If we're deserting. Oh, come on! Hey, well, thanks, Shrouded. I've obviously got a ton more to say about that game, so I will be talking about it at length this week, now that the embargo is over. Yes, Shrouded by Wings, they are pretty much the exact same thing.
You can't miss them. They are highly telegraphed. But you better counter them. Oh my god, that's it. I'm loading up on the Geomancers. This is obscene. Yeah, there you go. Incise yourself. Yes, Grizzly. Expect there. Now I know why the spot exists. Alright, no whammies. That was all for a whip? Really? Okay. It looks like there's only chests in here with, like, good items, but that's still kind of lame. I kind of wanted, like, a boss or something. Shuriken, cool. A tent? Man. What on the earth? I guess, is that it? That's it? I almost refuse to believe there's nothing else in here except for that cool whip. Whatever, F that place. Let's go check out our other lead, Crescent Isle. And the Black Chocobo Forest. There's lots of cool secrets in this game for explorers. That dungeon was a real jerk-face dungeon, wasn't it? Gaia is not always a good move. Using water on water creatures doesn't seem very intelligent, even for a Geomancer.
This is a long epic voyage across the sea. Waterfall and Whirlpool don't seem to actually do anything, so, the Earth is a cruel mistress on the sea, apparently. Yeah, Laura, I got that impression by our visit. I think you're supposed to go in there and get obliterated by one of those nutkin and then leave. But we soldiered on. Oh, review group, it's a classic battle theme. Yeah, Geomancer's not great in the ocean. But as you can see, they're pretty good in the cave. Oh, looks like we got here just in time. For the disaster! No, come on. What? We just got a new one. Oh. Yeah, I know, right, Shredded? Crazy times. Well, now I guess we're gonna have to find a way out of here, huh? And we just happen to be stranded on an island where there's the legendary forest of chocobos that happen to be able to fly. And we all know what the rule of the black chocobo is, right? It can only land in forests. Classic main staple of the series. But it can fly anywhere, so it's kind of like your first airship taste. I know, right? It is always fascinating to go back to these older games, though, and see how they've kept the rule set pretty accurate the whole way through. Like, hey, we got these bird things that fly, you can ride them. And of course, they became a huge thing in, 7. Probably put most people's first experience with them. Oh, Silver Harp and Bows. This means we're going to get Rangers and Bards soon. Those are both sweet classes. Man, this magic shop kind of sucks. There's nothing here. Yeah, it's pretty extreme. Yeah, I liked weird flying bird things before they were cool. Oh, cool! I learned a song for a class I don't have. Gotta get those piano skills, flex them around the world. Alright, I think it's time to go to the forest. You know, that's what I'm trying. I tried to give a little history, you know, Bosby, with the stream. You know, contribute some of my old timer random facts. You know, they're fun, right? It is a peppy tune. Here we go. They can fly, that's right. Oh, that was easy. I expected there to be a whole process to that. Oh. I guess there is, huh? Oh, he had a class crystal inside of him. That's a coincidence. It's multiple. Because, wow. Let me guess, it's Ranger and Bard. And there we go. 2 new awesome classes. Now, for the Bard to get new songs, you pretty much have to travel all over the world and talk to everybody, so it's a huge pain. Ranger, not only is the Ranger a crack shot with a bow, but they also can summon Aminals. I can't go over mountains. That's a crappy rule. Yeah, gotta love the theme, right? Instantly recognizable. It was part of the, what I would call the greater FF brand, you know, back in the day. Now what do we have? We got 14, which is pretty... Oh, this is here. Here we go. Wait, let me cross mountains. Oh, I just can't cross the high mountains. What a weird... If I remember, this place has some pretty awesome spells, like hidden summoner spells or some crazy stuff. Let's see. Nope, it just has Asuna. Huh. Well, that sucks. Yeah, Julie. It might have been Busby, yeah. For sure. Theatrhythm has all kinds of great tracks. Love that game. It's a nice palate cleanser. That's what I would consider a mad chill game. Oh yeah, I remember the Wind Shrine. We did that. That's the thing we did. Meteor's the thing we did. It's a castle we blew up. There's always like some kind of secret waterfall cave. That's like the rule. Amen to that. Cool shepherd guy. I don't know where I'm supposed to go at this point. Maybe back to Crescent City. We are making actually incredibly good time on this game, though. I thought this game was going to take us like 40 hours, but we're probably going to finish this right in time for Path of Exile weekend. I hope you're around for that. We are going to dig in. We're going to dig our heels in. New league. If you want to play with us, we got a guild. On this game, yeah, that'd be great, you know. This is I wanted them to remake like 4, but good. Yeah, they did this with all the remakes. 3 and 4 especially. The DS version of 4 is great, absolutely. Some of the GBA version of 1 I really enjoy. Yeah, you know, I don't remember it being quick, but we're flying through it. But again, yeah, I do want to do like the optional super hard dungeon too. Alright, that's my other stupid flying thing that we don't really need that at this point. Yeah, by the time they got to 8 though, you didn't really have to engage with any like... You don't really have to decide anything. That was when they started getting streamlined. We've been here. Alright, you know what? We've made a lot of progress tonight. It's about quitting time anyway. So I think we'll raid somebody and call it a day and pick this back up tomorrow night. We made excellent progress today. I think we have all the job classes unlocked now. We're very close to it. We made like incredible progress blazing through this game. Normally when I think Final Fantasy, I think like 40 to 80 hours. We're not going to take that long. It doesn't look like this time. But we are finishing this stupid thing, and it's going to be fun. I'm glad you stuck with me for this beginning of the journey, and I hope you stick with me for the rest of the journey. And, wow, I got lots of cool people streaming tonight that I can kick it off to. Who's it going to be? Well, I will, Zeno, and I want to extend my thanks to you and everybody else who's here tonight. You guys are fantastic, and you guys showing up to kick back, talk games, and play Final Fantasy V with me is truly a joy. Surrounded by Wings, I have a very set schedule. Streams start at 8 CT every night, and they usually end at 10. But like I said, this year I'm going to try to extend it, so instead of 2-hour streams, I do 3-hour streams. But in general, and sometimes I do weekend streams also, Shrouded, that are off the books, off the schedule. Those streams can go very long, but they could not happen at all. You never know. But yeah, regular schedule is just a 2-hour block, Monday through Thursday. And there's often weekend streams. Sunday night I generally try to do a big one. It all depends. It's all up in the air after that. So, but that's the regular schedule. And I want to thank everybody for coming out. You guys are just killing it every night. You guys are making me like, it's like, yeah, I gotta get on. I can't wait. You know, that's awesome. It's an awesome feeling, and I appreciate you guys. So let's raid somebody cool, and then I'm gonna head out. I'll be back tomorrow night for the next part of this exciting saga, Final Fantasy V. All right. Well, I've got like 3 cool friends playing games right now. So I'm going to randomize it here. See who wins. If you don't have a randomizer on your phone, you know, you got to get one. It's a lot of fun. All right. Let's raid. And then good night, okay? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming. Oh wait, this raid is... Ah. Okay, we must have just missed her. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Can I do that now? Can I re-raid? Is this a thing?